All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, welcome to another edition, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Monday, Doc, another Monday. Thank you so much for being here with us. Doc, how you feeling?
Optimal blessing to you. I'm well. I'm well. How are you?
Oh, doing great, Doc. It's a Monday, ladies and gentlemen. It's another Monday. I tell you, time is just moving on, and that's what it's supposed to do. So I guess we got to play catch up, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to have some fun today with you. But this is your midday, ladies and gentlemen, with Dr. Larry Carnes, Elder Kevin Vaughan here with you today. This is where we talk about two of my favorite subjects, ladies and gentlemen, transformation and empowerment. And we're always glad to see you, always glad to get your feedback, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, get your support on the network as well. So thank you so much for being with us today. No matter if it's morning, noon, or night, this is your midday moment. Dr. Larry Carnes, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate your time.
Optimum blessing. And of course, we extend the optimum blessing to those who are watching. You know, as I was sitting thinking about, okay, what do we discuss? What do we do for the midday?
Yes,
something
sir.
came to me. And the thing that came to me deeply said, stop looking outside of yourself for what's in you. And the thing, when you start to looking, I was thinking about the topics and the things, and it just shared to me, no, you need to share what I've given you. You need to release what's on the inside of you.
Yeah, Doc. Amen.
Because that's what the people need. That's what's needed. And I thought about that thing.
That's
and I thought, how many times do we look outside of ourselves for what's already in us?
Yes, sir.
Now, we understand that there are people who will be able to deposit into our lives. We understand that, and we understand that there will be those who will assist us as we navigate this journey.
Yes, sir.
And but I thought about something, and so it really brought me all the way back to transformation. And as I was beginning to think about this thing, metamorphosis, that's what transformation is. The metamorphosis, where you cease to be what you were and you transform or you become what you were created to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's the process of navigating that journey and becoming. And so the quest, my question to you today is, what's your quest? What are you seeking? What are you striving for? And as I was beginning to meditate on that thing, I went back to something I was asked when I was pastoring by one of the members of the church who was a principal. I was asked to come and speak to the graduating class. And I think she was a principal. It was either an elementary school or middle school, they call it now, I guess. Okay. And so, but I'm thinking it was elementary. And so I went and I was speaking to that class. And what I spoke about was simply this. And this is what I want you to do on your transformation and empowerment journey. This is your midday drive. We're not going to be long. As something came to me, we're not going to be long at all. It's going to be a midday. You're going to be able to get this in on your lunch break and still eat lunch.
Amen.
Now, so here it is. I thought about this subject, and this is what came to me. And I was trying to remember what was my resource for getting this. It's been so many years ago, I couldn't recall. But watch this. I am, I can. You need to write that down. I am, I can. How many believe that you have the ability to do what others can do, or to do what you were created to do? How many believe that you can be what you want to be, or be what you were created to be, who you were created to be? How many believe that you have value, believe that you have purpose, and believe that you are just as important as anyone else? I am, I can. Now, I spoke to these young kids about that.
Yeah, Doc. Powerful.
And in the process, I said this: if you believe that you can be who God created you to be, that you can do what God empowered you to do, that you can have, I asked them to make some noise, and those kids erupted.
Yeah.
Elementary. It was an elementary school. It wasn't middle school. It was an elementary school.
I love it.
And then I said this, and I want you to tell yourself this today. This is the midday, that your quest. What are you striving for? Tell yourself this: I'm not a failure.
That's right. That's right.
You have to get this. I'm not a failure. I'm not a failure. I'm not a failure. I don't care if you have opportunities to do it again, you're not a failure. You're striving to become.
Right.
You have to understand this. So you have to tell yourself, I am, I can. I am, I can. That's what I wanted to speak to you about today. You are who God says you are. You can do what God says you can do. You can be who God created you to be. So now this is what I want to do. This is what I want to give you. There are basically three groups of, or three categories of people. And you're going to fall into one of these categories. There's a category of people, there's the few who make things happen.
Come on, Doc.
Then you have the many who watch things happen. And then you have the overwhelming majority who have no idea what's happening.
That's right.
I'm going to give them to you again. You and I are going to fall into one of these three categories. There's the few who make things happen.
Yep.
The many who watch things happen.
Yep.
The overwhelming majority who have no idea of what's happening. They don't know what happens.
No.
Now, here's the interesting thing about that. You decide which one of those categories you're going to fall in. You decide which one of those categories you're going to be in. It's up to you and I.
Yes, sir.
Here's the thing. Avoid comparisons. Don't compare your journey with someone else's journey because you have no clue, you have no idea what they've gone through to get to where they are.
Exactly, Doc. Wow.
That's one of the greatest hindrances. That's one of the greatest obstacles that you and I must overcome. Stop comparing yourself with someone outside of yourself. Now, you can use someone's experiences as a template, if you will, and we can gain information and we can learn from others' mistakes so that we don't have to repeat those mistakes.
Exactly.
But don't compare yourself with them and think that you are less than because you see what they have achieved.
Yes, sir.
You don't have a clue. How did they get to where they are? What did they do to get there? Each of you, each and every one of you who are watching, each and every one of you are here because you can be one of the few that make positive things happen, not only for yourself, but for others also. Elder Kevin, talk to us.
Man, that's powerful, ladies and gentlemen. What a great way to start off on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. This is your midday. Hey, if you're just joining us on the network, guys, this is your midday moment. That's Dr. Carnes over there, Elder Kevin Vaughan with you. I am, I can. I hope y'all wrote that down. Get out your recorder or something, guys. I can, I am. That is so powerful, Doc. You know, Doc, I wrote down, years ago, well, actually not years ago, actually probably months ago, but for sure, as you visit different people, they'll talk about mainly the school. You know, we used to go to career days almost every year. I went to career days, talk to the children, and it was mainly the middle school and high school and up. But you know, that what always came out of that, when we told them what they could achieve and do, they always say, I didn't know I could do that. So that was always the theme I took away, is that a lot of them said, I didn't know I can do that. I didn't know I could do this. I didn't know I could be that. I didn't know I could learn this. It was always that, but it's because we told them that they could do it, and of course, explained to them how to get there, right? They said, oh man, I didn't know. And they, like you said, they would erupt, they get excited, they start clapping, and then everybody's, even the teachers, excited about their future. So yeah, that's so important. And everything's a learning process, folks. It is a learning process. You're right, Doc. We can gleam and beam and take away from people that are growing and doing different things, but guess what? I can't be like them. But I can learn from them, but I shouldn't try to be like them, Doc. And that's the key, is finding your own self in all of that. And that's a journey by itself as well, because you do have to navigate and figure that out. And nothing wrong with having heroes and being like your mom or dad. I understand all of that, but you still got to find yourself in all of that. What a great journey, Doc. Great journey.
Well, you know, values, examples, and structure and things like that, those things are going to be imparted unto us because we're going to have mentors. We're going to have people who will instruct us. And these people are vitally important in our lives.
Absolutely.
And so we're going to always be aware of that. But we have to have understanding from the inside out,
Mhm.
knowing the inner you, the internal you, knowing your subconscious. See,
Yes, sir.
because your subconscious gives birth to your reality. So
Mhm.
you have to know who you are on the inside,
Yep.
because your inside will be reflected on the outside. And see, when we see people going through these things and we see
Yep.
different things, it's amazing. I was just listening to something. I was doing something and had some news on, but finding bodies laying on the road. A young lady's body is found on the side of the road somewhere. You know how the metropolitan Atlanta area, how vast it is. And they didn't know who she was. She had been shot several times, but then they saw a tattoo and some things like that. But this person's just been killed and discarded. People don't value.
Wow.
Do you value yourself? And if you value yourself, then listen to me, beloved. If you value yourself, you won't put yourself in those situations. Is there a possibility we're seeing these things happen? All these murders and things of that nature. Now here, she's gone. She's gone. Now here's the thing you don't know. Did she have children? You know she got family. Somebody's connected to her. Now this is what happened. She had a tattoo, very distinguishing tattoo, had a chain around her neck. They didn't take a chain, so you know it wasn't robbery. She had a chain with a heart around her neck, had a tattoo there. Now someone's going to see that on the news, and it's going to their world is just going to be some parent, some child, some sibling. Do you value yourself enough not to put yourself in those situations? What's your quest?
Wow.
Your quest. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What are you speaking and causing to become your reality? It's your empowerment and transformational moment. It's time to look from a different perspective and say, I can. You don't have to be a product of an environment that fosters defeat.
Right.
You don't have to be that. So now the metamorphosis, understanding from the inside out. What do you hold as values? What do you hold as things that are, here's something that I want you to do. Don't stop dreaming and don't stop reaching. Life has setbacks.
Right.
Life has a process.
Part of life, Doc. How many times have you said that?
It's common.
Part of life.
It's common.
It's part of life.
Yeah, it's common.
Yep.
Each and every one of us will experience those things. But now, when I was talking to these kids in this elementary school, I gave them something I talked about siblings in the same house, but they made a decision. One decided to be the thermostat, one decided to be a thermometer. The thermostat sets the temperature. The thermometer responds to the temperature. Never in control.
Right.
Always fluctuating, but someone else is in control.
That's good, Doc.
Who do you decide to be? When I say control, setting the course for your life and making life decisions as to the quality of your life and who you want to be. I'm not college material. You may not be that, and that can be your reality, but you're vocational school material. You can learn a skill. There are skills and vocational trainings out there that will pay you more than what you're going to earn by going to a college.
Absolutely, Doc.
Everyone's not college material. I mean, that's the truth. Everyone's not a 4-year college person, but you can go and get a skill at a vocational training, quality training, and you will be surprised. There are multi-millionaires, entrepreneurs who went to vocational school, didn't go to college.
Yep.
What's for you? Discover, uncover, and discover your quest for significance, your quest for fulfillment. I am, I can. You need to tell yourself that. You need to get that in your spirit. I am, I can. Stop allowing other things and situations and circumstances to control you. So we'll probably be talking about that. It just came to me, you need to do your transformation thing. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do the transformation thing on midday.
That's the key to everything, Doc. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Amen. Yeah, Doc, I was just thinking about that word quest, ladies and gentlemen. That word quest requires you to let some people go in your journey. You know, you got to be able to decipher that and discern that very quickly and know, like, hey, I got to get out of this situation quick. I'm not saying that's always the easy way to do it, but I'm just saying you have to be able to separate yourself during your quest, ladies and gentlemen, so you're not interrupted or you're not deterred or even taken down the wrong path, as Doc mentioned to a little earlier. And we understand there's different situations there. But ladies and gentlemen, we want you to be excited about your life. We want you to understand and if nothing else, definitely seek out your journey. That's one thing about it. You got to seek out your journey, I think, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost like a wonderful treasure hunt, Doc, the way I look at it. Your treasure is to find out who you really are. Your hunt is to find out the true you, the true person that's inside of you that you got to pull out through the power of transformation. But guess what, guys? You're going to need some help. Can't do it by themselves, Doc. They need help doing that. And that's where we come in at, ladies and gentlemen. We can help navigate, help get you to the right person that can help you put you on a journey that will help you get through those tough times and get through those great times as well, Doc. Just very powerful as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Powerful. As I'm on the quest, because see, this is what the quest involves. The quest involves me personally navigating the gap between my current reality and my destiny. Mm-hmm. And so it's a quest. I'm on a quest to discover this thing. I'm seeking it. Now, I always say this, don't see people, there will be people involved, but focus on you. Mm-hmm. How do I navigate the gap between my current reality and my future destiny? What's my quest? Mm-hmm. How do I navigate that? Mm-hmm. That's entirely up to me. How do I navigate that thing? Do you know there are people who are living lives that are so messed up and so jacked up, but there's something that you can learn from that individual?
Absolutely, Doc.
I've seen people, I mean, they're as corrupt, but they have a work ethic.
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy. They're in stuff that's illegal. They're in stuff that's this and that, but they have a work ethic. Now, I can gain something from that person. I can gain the work ethic that individual have, but don't allow that their character and their integrity to become who I am.
Absolutely.
But I can look at the principles. I can look at the work ethics. I can look at the things and how tenacious they are in staying focused and sticking to it. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the thing that's going to happen to them. There's going to be a demise because it's always written in that. It always happens. If you go back and see people who are doing what they're doing, you see there's always a demise in it.
Yep.
But the work ethic will get you. So there are some things that you can glean. And then I have to bring it in here because the children of darkness are wiser than the children of light. They will employ a work ethic. Mm-hmm. And they'll take those principles. So they're navigating their journey, but the final destination isn't what they really want.
Absolutely, Doc. And you don't have to do it the same way they're doing it, ladies and gentlemen. That's so
but it's the principles. Remember, I said the principles, the work ethics, not what they do.
Right. That's what people
principles
understand.
And the strategies that they employ.
And that's the part. That's the part that people don't get the teaching on is the principles. They just see the results how they got there, And that's part of the journey here, ladies and gentlemen. That you need to be around people that's going to give you the principles of learning. And that's you can learn from a baby, Doc. I watch babies every now and then, whether it's in your family or whatever. You can learn how they react to certain things and learn from a baby. So it doesn't really matter. The goal is to pick up the principle, pick up the improvement of your life that you can glean from, or get from them in that area and have some fun with it too at the same time, So yeah, Doc, that is so good. I was thinking about as a gentleman you were talking about not everybody didn't have to go to school, as far as college level or 4-year or whatever. Yeah, right now, there's plumbers right now that can make 6 figures if you certify plumbers. All you have to do is have a high school degree. Some cases, you don't even need that, some cases, but most cases, if you have high school diploma, 6 figures, within a year, you'll be 6-figure in plumbing.
You have to get it's the skills and the knowledge that's required to be able to do it. There are people who
all kind of great opportunities, ladies.
There are people who cut grass, landscaping,
yeah,
and they employ. I mean, they learn out and they learn on the job.
Detailing.
All you have to do is get you, once you start to get the craft, you just get you a license.
Yeah.
And you go and you start to do it. And I know people who started cutting grass.
Yeah.
And they got riding lawnmowers. They got 2 riding lawnmowers. They got trucks. They got this. Now they employ 20, 30, 40 people. Yeah. They are making upwards of $500,000 a year because they went from cutting yards.
Yeah.
And then businesses saw them.
Yeah.
And they went and started doing the landscaping for the businesses.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the word spreads to another business. Now they have multiple businesses. So they have a crew who works in residential and they have a crew who now is over there in business. So there are things, your quest to become, strive to become.
Yeah, guys, ain't nothing you can't do, folks. Nothing.
Strive to become. Yeah. And when you set your mind to be successful, then you will be successful. Remember to outlove, outserve, outforgive each other. Optimum blessing.
Do it, folks. You can do it. And Doc, we want our elderly folks out there, our adults folks, to tell your children that too. Let them know that they I am and they can and they are, if you will. So it's so important to tell our children the same thing to us. Just have them repeat, I am and I can. But they also teach them, right? Teach them the principles, teach them the right way, teach them about education, business, and so forth as well. We got to get out of this thing that you got to know everything. You don't have to know everything. You just got to know some things in order to be successful today, ladies and gentlemen. But we always want to encourage you to learn all you can. That's what we were, one of the things today is my takeaway. Learn all you can, folks, and apply that to your personality, apply that to your goals. And if you need help in that area, we can help you in that area. We do what we call assessments. Doc, we can help assess you, take you through some areas of some questions, and just to help you navigate a little bit if you need that. So keep that in mind too, ladies and gentlemen, that you don't need to do it by yourself. We're always here to help out. And if we don't have the answers, we know people that do, and we'd be glad to refer you to those people as well. So thank you so much. Doc, that was powerful. Powerful day today. The quest is on, ladies and gentlemen. You never rest towards the quest. That's another t-shirt, Doc. Thanks a lot for that. You never rest on the quest, ladies and gentlemen. You're always questing your way towards success. I love it. It's powerful. But Doc, thank you so much for a wonderful day today. Kickoff. This is Monday. We want you guys to have an awesome rest of the day, and we want to encourage you to have a great week as well. Lord willing, we'll be back here tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, here on Tuesday. Tomorrow, we'll be back tomorrow on your midday moment with Dr. Larry Carnes and Elder Kevin Vaughan. Thank you so much for your time today.
Optimum blessing.
Doc, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, guys. We'll take care. We'll see you next time on the network. Bye-bye. Y'all have a great